rocket like rocket fuel.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Ready. You don't want this. Switch.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in Week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
53 is the mark. Watch the pass.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they still need 6 yards here on third down after the penalty.
I'm going to come back to you.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team. Slam. Check. 80 weapons. Got it going.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Let's get off the field, D.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now Ryan looking deep for Julio. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
53's the mic.
Boy.
Let him know, let him know.
Check.
Let him know, let him know. He's crashing.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too.
Let's go, baby.
And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. 58.
On on 2nd and 9. Ryan looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 84 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run. Devontae Freeman working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Here we go. 180! Oh, you got deep?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey, back 25. Hey, bye. Watch the run.
They toss to Freeman. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Throwing right, and that's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Down, ready, back 25. 53's mine. Silver.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Tavecchio puts this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Hey, bye-bye.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Wentz to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tack McKinley able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. After the sack on first down, Wentz is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This is fielded at the 7. Fights through it. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
10 yards on the
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Throwing is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. A gain of 32 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. On first and goal, Howard. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1 yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
He does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's now 23-14.
Makes the score. Falcons 23, Eagles 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go with Howard again. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, but it'll be 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Third down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
51,
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will give him a 12-point lead. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Solid.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. I'm coming. Slam. Hey, stand.
Now Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Get that quarterback. Let's find 2. He's coming, double up.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
2 times. 3 down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Here we go. 120. 52 to Mike. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
1st down, a run with Smallwood. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Ram. You got three. Three down.
Going right back to Smallwood. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Eagles.
Done. 180. Mike 54.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Again, it's Howard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Howard. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Down. Ready. Back 25.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Throw right side caught by Ridley. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On 1st down, Wentz. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Once again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Sproles play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, Smallwood. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on third down, Wentz. Jackson's got it over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. Wentz now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. They run with Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Wentz to throw. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Howard. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Howard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They come out here in the eye. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. On the toss play, Howard. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it?